So Susan, nice to see you today.
Thank you.
I understand you're interested in having your tummy treatment.
Yes,
Is
I
that correct?
am. Yes,
Yes. So why are you interested?
Well, I work out all the time. I have a personal trainer, and I eat really clean. But there's just some areas that are really stubborn that I just cannot seem to get rid of.
Mm-hmm.
And I, had heard something about this SculpSure, and I've also kind of heard a little bit about CoolSculpting too. So I'm kind of confused about which one's going to be the best one.
Well, those are good points. And these are both non-invasive. And SculpSure is actually the newest technology for non-invasive fat removal. And it really has a number of advantages compared to CoolSculpting. First of all, you can do one treatment in about 25 minutes, whereas CoolSculpting requires at least an hour. With SculpSure, we can treat 4 areas at one time, and not just one like in CoolSculpting. So you can really treat 4 more areas compared to one area with CoolSculpting. The nice thing also about SculpSure is that there's no downtime. Whereas with CoolSculpting, you feel sort of frozen, pins and needles, and sort of crampy after. With this new technology, SculpSure, there's really no downtime. You walk out right away. You can do it at lunchtime and go back to work. So it's really great technology, very effective, and very quick.
Well, so as far as removing the fat, I understand that. What about skin laxicity or loosening of the skin? Will that address that also, or?
Well, that's a good question.
Okay.
Actually, with the heat from the laser in SculpSure, you actually get tightening of the skin in addition to melting the fat. Whereas with CoolSculpting, you just melt the fat, and the skin could be loose after. So I think SculpSure for you would really be the ideal treatment. And we could treat 4 areas at one time, and it takes only 25 minutes.
That's wonderful. And how many treatments do you think I might need?
You only need 1 treatment.
Wow.
That's the other
Okay.
differentiator from CoolSculpting. Whereas with SculpSure, we do 1 treatment. CoolSculpting now requires at least two treatments.
Wow, okay. That's great.
You ready to start?
Yes, I am.
Excellent. Okay, so what we're going to be doing now is the actual treatment. And what we do with SculpSure is put these little templates on in the area where we want to take away the fat. And then we put a little bit of this gel so we have good contact with the skin. And then it takes about 25 minutes, exactly 25 minutes to have the treatment. And we're going to have Stephanie show you how we do the exact treatment. Okay, Steph?
So we are going to be treating Susan for the SculpSure procedure today. As Dr. Katz has discussed, we've already laid the template on her abdomen. That's going to be the treated area today. So I am going to apply these heads to the belt, and that will be the first step to get her treated. Right now she doesn't have any sensation, just the weight of the belt itself. Susan is about 5 minutes into her treatment, so I'm just going to check in with her and see how she's feeling. Susan, can you please tell our audience how you're feeling?
I would say that it's just a slight warming sensation that feels kind of deep in the abdominal area. It's very tolerable, and the sensation of heat doesn't really last that long, and the cooling part feels really quite nice. So this is not a problem at all.
And again, to reiterate, the sensation that she's feeling of heating is what's letting us know that the SculpSure is working properly and is really destroying those fat cells. Susan's 22 minutes into the procedure. How are you feeling at this point, Susan, now that you're almost done?
I'm fine. It's gone by really quite quickly.
Would you say this is very tolerable procedure?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
Again, the fantastic thing about SculpSure is that a one-time treatment can give you fantastic permanent results.